Welcome back. This should be the final rounds of this encounter, one way or the other. So, what's the plan?
I'm gonna shoot it.
Alrighty. And is it Shadow or the mob of
Yes.
zombies?
No, Shadow.
All
'Cause
right,
Shadow
you're gonna
is
try and disable Shadow's flight.
-2 effect.
And as you recall, my last action was attempting to be a setup action for her.
Yep.
Right.
And now that you
I
cleared the
tried
way,
that too.
you're at controlled position instead of desperate, and your effect is still, I believe, with the powder burn. I think you got it up to normal. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep, that math checks out. Yeah, so you'll have normal effect to wound it and disable its flight.
All right.
Big money.
Here we go.
You're shooting a one-handed weapon.
Yes!
So it'll be a draw roll. Yeah. All right. So
Finally roll right.
Woohoo!
the pepper burns through the vampire's skin, and the black iron goes inside its alchemic organ full of zenith and converts it into I don't actually know what it turns into exactly. Let me check.
Concrete falls out of the sky.
Might be. Yeah, slow silver. So that won't do anything immediately. But yeah, so with the zenith gone, Shadow plummets to the ground and cannot fly for the rest of this encounter.
Yeah.
And also takes 2 ticks of damage.
Does he like land like right in front of me or something?
Sure.
I will step on his body because I am short now, being outside my bucket and outside my comfort zone. And I'm going to stand up and I'm going to tell the zombie horde, flee. I'm going to try and tell it what to do.
Stuff a muffin down his mouth.
You probably can't intimidate.
Just stuff a truffle down it. It'll be fine. Just hold on to this for me.
You probably can't intimidate the zombies directly, but you're intimidating Shadow, and Shadow is a necromancer, so it will intimidate the zombies indirectly. Yeah. So yeah, I would say that's
so
an
if I
emote
technically like stuff a truffle or something in his mouth and he starts like burning, and be like, yeah, looks what happens when you mess with us.
Yeah, it'll probably try and run away, and since it's linked to the zombies, they might try to run away too.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so you're trying to stick your hand into the mouth of a vampire griffin, just right in that beak. I'm going to go ahead and say that is desperate position, actually, not Deathwish, because losing your hand won't kill you. Oh, no, wait. Fatal damage includes permanent dismemberment. So yeah, it is Deathwish position. And then the effect is normal, because setting the inside of its mouth on fire will hurt it quite badly. In fact, I would even say greater. Yeah, greater Deathwish.
Greater Deathwish.
Sure, that's what you want to do.
I would assist, but I guess I can assist. I will assist and take one more stress.
Yeah. Can you look at the chat real quick, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look at my items here to see what I have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, so I will go ahead and how would you be able to assist me though in stuffing a truffle down his
A flaming. Well, he could just run in there and pull the beak open.
Yeah.
He's right there, and you've got at least 1 point in like barrel, right?
Do you, Grigsby?
No. No, I do not.
All right, you
But
used
perhaps
dabble
I have
last
dabbled.
time.
Yeah, perhaps I
Yeah.
have dabbled with some griffins in the past.
Your mud wrestling experience, right,
Yeah.
right. Uh,
Um,
I don't think that's gonna cut it in this circumstance.
Yeah, that's
No.
pushing a little too far.
I
Yeah.
mean, I technically have a bear trap to just hold the victim tightly. Can't be designed to release easily by humans or to require a key to release the grip. Can that be like to hold the mouth open?
I got
Okay.
it. So since I'm on fire,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm looking at the vampire griffin will probably be like, not want to be near
Right.
my fire. So that would be an opening for Irma to stick the truffle down.
Okay. So that sounds more
Yeah.
like emote. Do you have at least one die in emote?
I sure do. I have 2 dice in emote.
There you go. Then just spend one stress.
Okay.
You're not out of stress quite yet?
I am
No,
at 7 out of 8.
He's right there
Alright.
now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's plus 1d now to force feed it the fireball.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, I made up this truffle thing, and I've been like way too excited to be able to do this. So,
Deathwish normal. Let's see how it goes. Or was it Deathwish greater? Oh, I don't remember now.
You had
you
said
said
greater.
it wouldn't be
Yeah, all right.
Deathwish.
I don't. No. It's definitely Deathwish. You can
Okay.
trade effect for position.
You know
If
what?
you wanna do
After
something
this,
safer.
I am not only getting a new beetle, I am getting a new hook hands.
Only if you roll less than a 6.
um okay, so that is my dice and the assist, so that'd be this right here.
That is less than 6. You
No.
stuff that fireball in, and it shrieks as the inside of its head burns, and you can actually see like fire burst out through its eye holes, and then it chomps down and takes your arm off. So that is going to be fatal harm, which means that your arm is permanently gone, and you're too incapacitated with pain to do anything for the rest of the mission. Do you want to resist or block that with armor?
Yes. I will block that with armor because I have a long billowing coat, which is technically a second tick of armor on my outfit.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So I look even cooler as my arm's being ripped out of its socket to be a terrifying, intimidating presence to the zombies.
So it crunches down, and because of the armor, it can't tear your arm off, but it does break your arm. So you'll take broken harm from that.
Ooh.
But it is still attached, and back in town they'll be able to patch that back up again.
So is
I
it
need to
dead?
spend some time in a cast. The Griffin Shadow it took greater effect, so that's 3 ticks on the clock. It is not dead. It has 1
All right.
left.
Can I take a shot at it?
Yes.
Do
All right.
it.
So I can push for free.
I do want to remind you though, you still have a zombie in close of you, so you're starting at desperate position because that zombie is going to take a huge bite out of your face when you shoot.
Okay. Um.
If you want, I can just throw ants on him at this point and he'd just die. I can just take my salt shaker to him.
Yeah, pouring a bottle of elixir on a vampire would probably have limited effect.
So that-
You'll be in desperate position.
Right. So desperate either way. I'll take the shot.
Are you sure?
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
since you're broken, you'll have to pay 2 stress to pour out your bottle.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. You take that shot.
And was Jack wounded?
No,
Okay, good. Then
he's
you've got
not wounded. He's at 0 stress, but he's not wounded. So I
you got
can
full
use
dice.
critical focus and fan the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So I can push.
And that'll get you up to threat 2, scale 1, which is enough to do normal effect to shadow and desperate position. So you could trade effect for position here by like taking a snapshot. Not really even.
Yeah. How about I take a snapshot as I'm kind of scrambling upward to get away from the zombies.
So
And
that'll
not give
trade
them-
you. That'll trade you down to risky limited.
Okay. All right. So that's 3 dice. Okay.
Yes.
Woo! All right. Pow! And Shadow the vampire Dampire, sorry, is dead.
Dampere.
You take a shot and it is vaporized.
Cool.
Yes.
His
All
head,
right.
the head blew up real good.
And the zombie tries to take a swipe at you, and you just kick it off, and it tumbles down, and another zombie's climbing back up to replace it.
Yep.
All right, so the only thing left to handle now is what's left of the zombie mob, and hopefully you can do it before the last of the townsfolk are killed off.
That would be nice.
So
Now.
with him being like burned and crisped and everything in his connection to the zombies, did that have any effect?
Yes, so without a leader anymore, they are less dangerous because they're not being commanded anymore.
Okay.
Is the cloud of gas still in
Yes,
effect? Or is it
yeah, the
starting to dissipate?
roiling nightmare hasn't dispersed yet. It's
Not yet,
getting
okay.
lower, but yeah.
Mhm. All right, so the crowd still doesn't know friend from foe, doesn't know how to.
Yeah, if you could herd them out of the gas somehow, that you might be able to help them with that.
Mm-hmm. And how many zombies are still left?
They've got 3 ticks left on their clock, and they're scale 2 mob, so that's like 30.
Okay. All right. Well, when I get a chance, I will certainly reload and take some more shots at the zombies. Trying to clear out the ones in front of me so I don't have to worry about them so much for now.
Okay, so that'll be desperate again because they're big and strong and right next to you.
Okay.
And then you take your shots, so that'll be against scale 2, threat 3.
And I still have the ability to fan the hammer and use
Yeah.
critical focus.
So that will be limited effect.
Okay. Because there's so many of them. All right, well, that's at least a start. So I'll take that roll.
Desperate limited.
Yep. And I roll 6.
Woo!
Holy cow! All right.
Nice.
Blam, blam, blam. And so that will knock them down to half their fight clock. You take out 10 of them, kicking and shooting, and you manage to obliterate all the ones over on your side of the battlefield.
Okay, well, that'll improve my position at least.
For your next shot. Yep.
Are other folks doing stuff?
No, Jack,
think-
go ahead. Take all the spotlight.
Shoot them all.
While you're taking them out, I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and put out Grigsby.
Yes, thank you.
Finally.
Thank you.
Might not be a bad idea. Yeah.
Since you're in controlled position, I don't think there's a role for that. I think you just
Okay.
do it.
And I'm gonna go over to the damn fair that exploded with fire and stuff, and just sort of pat its head and be like, "Been there, buddy. Been there." As I'm like smoldering.
All right. Well, I'm perfectly happy to sit up there and plink away at the zombies to try to clean them out as much as possible.
You can do it, Jack.
Yeah.
You
This,
can
this
do
one will
it.
be controlled limited now.
Okay. I think it probably makes sense to do that rather than trading position for effect. So I'm going to roll 3 dice.
Nice.
Dang! Blam, blam, blam. That's another 6. And you've
Yeah.
now decimated half the horde. The remaining zombies are sort of in a panic, and they're going to start retreating and to try to like slither back into alleys and away from the townsfolk so they can fight another day.
All right. Do I have a chance to fire
Yeah.
any more at them, or is that it?
Yeah, you can keep shooting until you. That's just the consequence they're planning to inflict if you stop rolling 6s. So they're
right.
they're running away, but they're not away yet.
All right. Well, if I have the opportunity to keep shooting, I assume at some point I'm going to run out of ammo.
You have
since
to roll less than a 6.
Yeah, so I have to keep So I have to keep rolling 6s. All right, so I'm going to roll another. I'm going to take another set of pot shots at them.
Oh,
There you go.
Whoa!
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh.
And they are going to take that consequence and use it to escape into the alleys.
Okay.
So unless somebody wants to protect to keep that from happening.
No.
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 All right.
I'm,
And
we don't
there's
mind.
still
I'm not jumping in front of them.
Tom can deal with this later.
Yeah.
trust in Tom.
Yeah.
All right.
We have to survive in order to continue the quest.
The only consequence left you've got to deal with then is that the remaining townsfolk who are still in the roiling nightmare. How are you going to try and help them out?
I think just probably just like water in the face to each and every one and just kind of like slowly pulling them out of that cloud at a time. That'd probably be the smartest way to do it.
Okay. So
Are
sounds
they
like
attacking each other?
yeah, they still think of each other and you as dangerous monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, question, can I like fire since I'm a water knight, can I like make it rain? Or
Just do like a big spray of water.
Yeah, because that would actually bring the particles of whatever that is and bring it down to the ground and make it.
You'd need a big source of water to pull from. But then you could lift it over the people and drop it.
I had my bucket. Yeah, I don't have that. Is there a well or something here in town?
So if you want to find an advantage in the scene, that's a survey roll.
Let me look at my sheet here. It has no
Grigsby.
Grigsby.
Yeah.
Find some water.
What was
You're
that?
a tree in need of water. Go root yourself. Come on.
Oh,
Find
okay.
something.
Okay. I guess I can survey for water.
Yeah.
Okay. 2d6. Am I controlled? Can I be controlled?
You are controlled.
Please, can I be controlled?
This is not a family friendly.
Rolling 2d6. Got 6.
6. Woo! There you go. All right, and you're gonna spot the rain barrel under the mayor's office that is filled up from last night's rain.
Just like I had it planned. Grab the barrel, kind of bring it over.
All right, and then can
you take the top off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Can you set me into the bucket, please?
Okay. Hold on. All right.
But better. Ow! The shoulder. Ow!
Sorry. Feel no pain.
Well, you don't. I do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Have a little empathy. Jeez. Gosh, it's not easy being a golem.
You're covered in charcoal dust. Whatever. We'll deal with this later.
Yeah. Meanwhile, behind you, somebody's like punching their own family to death. She's like,
And yeah, she'll go ahead and do it. But like as she does it, like one side of it, like where this arm is and like half hanging on, it's probably like the little cloud and whatnot. It's kind of crooked in that one area. And she just
splash it like a wave over them.
Yep.
All right. With that, I think that brings the mission to a close. Mission accomplished.
Yay.
And everyone lived.
Yes, we did it.
Well, player characters anyway.
Yeah. Well,
was it 2/3 of the town is dead?
No. Just the people who were at Mayor Becker's rally.
Oh, great. All right, we didn't like him any.
Speaking of, after everything's settled down, and Mayor Becker wakes up, he's going to claim that Selena was threatening him and keeping him a prisoner, and that he didn't want to do all of these terrible things. You guys can call him on that or believe him. Up to you. But without the vampires supporting him, there's now going to be a much fairer election between him and Tom.
Well, I think we're definitely still supporting Tom. But whoever wins the election, we're going to we're going to strongly recommend they build up some defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the attack alone is probably going to swing the vote in Tom's favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there
So-
was a flaming billboard in the whole entire. Oh, that reminds me. Do you have any of that, propaganda still on you, Grigsby?
I don't know. I feel like my front might have completely burned off. Like
when it
there's just-
exploded.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Just like a charcoal like hollowness.
I can go find my
quality.
poster that's probably stomped into the mud.
Oh wow. Do you have 3 wounds and broken right now, Grigsby?
That is the case. Yes.
Yeah. So if you
That
had
is-
taken 1 more wound, you would have outright died.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Close one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're like a tattered skeleton of charred wood with a little bit of philosopher's stone in the middle, keeping it alive.
So what's the downtime healing wise? Is it
Yeah,
like
yeah. So, you guys, after talking with the town, are going to head home. Without a beetle, I assume you're gonna have to ride in Grigsby's car. Is that right?
Yeah,
it's gonna smell like barbecue the entire time?
She's gonna drive the car because Grigsby's not in shape to do that.
I
Yeah.
could drive.
Well, you've got a broken
on-
arm. That's not great for
on-
driving either.
No. Just
I don't
on
feel
my
a thing.
way- on my way out, I will stop by the bakery and steal one of their nice big giant pots, or just say, I just saved your entire town. I want a dozen muffins. I want a dozen cookies, tarts. You fill up this bucket. And I'll take
The baker is that second person that Grigsby convinced to side with you, so they're very happy
Yes.
to hand over
Yes.
a pot for the
Good.
cause.
just kind of like rub
the
the
baker
rim of
survived.
it and be like, oh yeah, this is
Can't
nice.
go wrong with Tom.
This is really nice. And she'll just kind of like sit there in her pot that's all strapped into the passenger seat of the car.
With your broken arm as Grigsby. And
Ow, ow, feel no pain.
you get back to your home, and the townsfolk are definitely happy that you have helped out this other community, and they will certainly be a help when you take on the king of the revenants in the future. Now that you've
Mhm.
defeated this baron, as far as healing, you guys all completely erase all of your stress and all of your harm because there's an indeterminate amount of time between now and the next mission when you get everything sorted out. You will also each gain a veteran ability. You can gain a normal
Yes.
veteran ability, or if you feel like your character had a really tough time, you can take a trauma veteran ability instead. And the main impact, they each provide a very minor special effect that you can do, and they'll also impact your retirement.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So you can got between now and next session to read through those.
Okay.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna say, before we left town, I did drop off some muffins for those 2 guards on that. Like,
They
place.
appreciated it.
Just like walk up, just hand over a muffin, and be like, "Do your damn job," then leave.
They're like, "What? We're voting for Tom."
Vote for Tom.
And I think the only other thing that would be helpful before next session is choosing which mission you want to go on next, whether that's forming the alliance or the going on another mission against a baron. But we can also do that off camera. So does anybody else have anything to say before we wrap up the session? Looks like we've got a half hour left if anybody wants to talk feedback or anything
No, I
else.
thought that was fun. That was awesome.
I was good. I need to find a new beetle. I'll probably
Yeah.
have to talk about that off camera and whatnot and be like, what do I get? So
I feel like now that we have a better handle of the system, like we know what to, like which buttons to press to. Like I feel like pushing for effect is really, really important because we're
Yes.
almost always starting at like -2 effect and have to crawl our way up.
yeah.
And that is worth mentioning is that in this game, it's totally free to switch around your character if you decide that you've got some new concept you want to try out. You can respec your current character, or you can make a new character and play as them for a while. There's no penalty for that. They start with the same potential and the same number of special abilities and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing they won't gain is your veteran ability that you got.
Mhm.
Great.
Cool.
All right.
So I guess that wraps it up for this time. Where can we find everybody?
Oh yeah. So I think our Twitter information is up on screen.
Yeah. I think
Is
so.
that right?
Awesome.
All right.
Cool.
We're all active in the Blades in the Dark Discord server, which you can find information on that on the Blades in the Dark forums. You can also find information on the official Blades in the Dark website and the Blades in the Dark Reddit as well. And there's a whole Forged in the Dark, which is where this system comes from and was created and helped facilitated and just encouraged and loved on. Along with many other Forged in the Dark systems. So we'd love to see you guys.
Yeah, come hang out. Come talk about Blades or Scum and Villainy or Band of Blades or any of the Forged in the Dark games. We love talking about the system, talking about ideas, and it's just it's a very welcoming community. So check it
And
out.
you could even be in the next campaign.
Sure.
Who knows?
Yeah. All right. I think that's a wrap.
All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you guys.
Pressing